Continuing here. Well, would you believe me if I told you I'm not really angry? I'm just putting on an act. Probably not, right? No, I am. I feel indignant, and I don't like walking around. I feel like I got a chip on my shoulder all the time. But I don't see any way to circumvent it, in being true to myself. I really am pissed off. I mean, future generations, this generation is not going to be able to blame me, okay? I'm on record. I've been on record for a long time. My whole life, I've been paying attention. Not smarter than anybody else, just paying attention and asking if there's solutions. And if so, using my God-given power of thought, imagination, to imagine solutions. And then I figured out there was all kinds of solutions. There was all kinds of preventative means to have the financial destruction that's happened in America. Okay, and that's all it is. It's a scam. It's a scheme. Do you understand? What we've got is this handful of elitists at the very top of this perverted pyramid of power. But it is a critical mass. Do you understand? The amount needed to get the job done. And the reason they're so successful is because they're willing to do those things that you and I are not willing to do. You understand? We value our soul because you're a normal human being. And you're just gravitating toward a godly instinct to say, you know what? I get it. I get it enough to know there's plenty of things I'll do for money. And conversely, there's plenty of things I won't do for money. No amount of money, and cherish that. You understand? You may not even be consciously cherishing it, but do it. Spend some time and just say, thank you, God, that I am not sold out. I haven't sold my soul for a bowl of rice. Or I'm not one of that multitude of establishmentarian minions that are doing the same thing. They know which side their bread is buttered on. Look up that idiom if you don't know what it means. They know who's paying them, okay? They know who's signing the checks. Even though it's we the people, okay, they don't want to talk about that. No, they look up to their boss in the bureaucracy, okay, in the political establishment. That's who's paying, that's who's signing their checks, right? And we the people's name is not on those checks. So they know who to suck up to. That's what they are. They're sycophants. Bootlicking, brown-nosed sycophants, suck-ups. And I'm sick and tired of them. I'm for we the people, not we some of the people. Who are you for? Make up your mind. And remember, listen, if the shoe fits, wear it. And the shoe I'm talking about is my anger, my fury, my indignation. If your hands are clean in this, you like me, that you're on record, because silence equals death. You just can't keep knowledge to yourself. You got to share it. It's very empowering. This is the way it works. Okay, you don't read the Bible and then just keep all that knowledge yourself and say, wow, this guy Jesus was some character, huh? It's a historical fact. He existed. And all these testimonies about how he raised the dead, healed every kind of sickness, promises everlasting life in a renewed earth in paradise, heaven on earth. That's good news. Oh, we don't have to live in this crap hole forever where we all end up prescribing to a live and let die philosophy and say, yeah, man, I can't wait to get out of this crap hole. Live and let die, man. Oh, I get it. I get where people's heads get. Why we have the high suicide rates and all that, people losing their will to live. All the disabled people, how many of them willed themselves disabled? Just because they're sick and tired of this system, man. The employers are complaining locally, oh, well, we got this one big fat, I'm not going to name names, but he's on the news all the time. They got one lady reporter locally here is always going to this guy. He's a landlord, too, and he's bitching and complaining because the students are moving out of their housing because, rental housing is big in any university town like I live in Chico. And so, he's bitching and complaining about, hey, you know what, and they're not paying their rent, and the governor's protecting them, and he runs some Western wear store or something. I mean, and this guy, they're going to him for, these cocky employees, now they're giving them money and the unemployment. And, no wonder they're not coming back to work. Now, it's the atmosphere, man. That's what it is. It's the atmosphere, man. People don't want to work where they can be replaced at the drop of the hat. They don't like that vibe, man. I want to be a valued employee. You value, prove it, man. You show me how much you appreciate me. Remind me every day how much you appreciate. I'm making you money, man. I'm a valuable asset. I'm the most valuable asset. I'm the labor class. I'm the working class. Don't give me this uneducated, unskilled crap. Some of the most essential jobs in society. Absolutely imperative jobs to the welfare of society are done often by uneducated, unskilled workers. They're still important. Human beings are very smart. We learn a skill very fast. You give me one day, and I could fly a fighter jet. I guarantee it. One day you can sit on a 0-point turn riding lawnmower. And at first you go, oh, there's no way I could ever learn this thing. How do these guys drive these things? Give it an hour. And you'll be adept at it. Human beings are incredible. Incredible. Every job is important. Unimportant jobs don't exist. What kind of idiot would, just hire some, pay them for a job? That's not important. Yeah, I can live with them or without them. But, I'm just a nice charitable. And I hear a radio ad. They got some local company. Oh, they selling mattresses, and they're saying, oh, yes, this is why we're in business. It's because we're giving people jobs and all this crap. The Chamber of Communists. I mean, they won't talk. Well, with these people, they okay with homelessness? What about the businesses complaining about it? What's your answers? Let's see your solutions. And then I get mocked for believing in minimum guaranteed income. And they're not talking about where they're trying these minimum guaranteed incomes out. Is it working? Has crime plummeted? What's happening? You got a few corrupt bad apples in law enforcement. Say, hey, you know what? We see the writing on the wall. This is not good for business, man. We need to be relevant. We need crime. And if ending poverty is drying up crime, well, we know the enemy is prosperity, right? Put two and two together. You see this stuff, it maddens me. You see, if I come across like some wild-eyed nutbag, well, you understand why. I'm sick and tired. I'm at my wit's end with evil. And I turn to God. And God gives me solace and comfort and encouragement, the wherewithal to cope and contend and carry on. And He'll do it for you too. But if the shoe fits what I'm saying, then wear it. If I'm speaking to evildoers, if I'm speaking to the righteous, don't wear the shoe. Okay, you're with me. I know. And just like Jesus said, look, I didn't come for the righteous. All that our Father has is already ours, if I'm speaking to the righteous right now. Remember, like the prodigal son, it's all yours. But don't be disgruntled if the wicked evildoers start jumping ship. And they say, hey, you know what? Wait a minute. I don't like where this is going. There will be a judgment day. I will give account. I don't own myself because I didn't make myself. I didn't create myself. Okay, I don't know how to create a human being. God gave me the brain. Put it all together. Every stitch of technology humanity has, okay, came because we had a brain. It came from an invisible thing we call thought, imagination. Then we put it down on paper. We made it manifest because God gave us the ability, the wherewithal to do that. So honor God, glorify God for every good thing. And remember, God isn't responsible for anything negative ever. We're His kids. What does the crappiest parent want for their kids? Well, is God not at least as good as the crappiest parent? Come on, friends. Look, and it's only logical to believe in God. Any believer knows. It's just so stupid. Prima facie stupid to not believe in God. It's illogical. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid not to believe in God. It's illogical. Sick logic. Okay, so when the eyeball is more sophisticated than the most state-of-the-art camera lens today. And it's just happenstance and over and replete the male-female paradigm. And that's just all a quirk. It happened because some primordial ooze came up from the muck. And I'm supposed to believe that it's natural selection. You know what I mean? It's so stupid. It's just stupid to not believe in God. So that's a first start right there. And then you get the fear of the Lord, which is deep and profound reverence for God, respect for God. And that relationship, that personal one-on-one relationship that nobody else can touch, okay? It's his alone. He's a jealous God. He loves us in a way nobody else can. And he knows us and understands us in a way nobody else can, the way we need to be known, loved, and understood. And we can't expect anybody else to provide that need for us. Only God can do that. And we need God. We need God in this mix. We need individually and collectively and to overcome these people. And, friends, I mean, it's one day at a time, but we've got to fight the good fight, because if we don't, we'll be held accountable for not doing that. But just expect that evildoers that jump ship now, they get the same reward as you or me. And that is everything forever, all eternity. You understand? It just gets better and better from here. When we're on the right path, when our hands are clean, when our hearts are pure, and all we have is goodwill toward men, then you can be assured you're going to be found worthy, deserving of inheriting a better world. Remember, it just gets better and better and better. God can as easily give you a new and vastly improved body as the one you have now, just like that. That's how hard it is for him to do that. He laid out the freaking universe and everything contained therein. The galaxies, the solar systems within the galaxies, habitable planets, all the flora and fauna. I mean, the older I get, the more I'm fascinated by the flora and fauna. God is such a trip, man. He gave us love. He gave us the ability to perceive cuteness. That's God. You understand? God did that so beautiful. What is that feeling? What you feel so good. It's cute, man. That girl is cute. She's so cute, man. Who did that? Who did you? She's irresistible. I love her so much. She's the female. Oh my gosh. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you. Look at this beautiful creature. Your crowning glory. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, God, for the female. I'm so glad I'm a man, and for the primary reason is that I can enjoy women to their fullest. It's such a blessing. It's such a beautiful paradigm, God. And I just praise you, God, your artistry and just everything you did with the feminine, the femaleness, and it's just so beautiful. I mean, we all have so much to be grateful for. We're a part of this thing, and we get to keep it forever. God does not give a good thing like human existence, which is godlike existence, because we're his children. We're like little gods, and then take it away. If that's the God that I believe existed, that the most high, almighty creator God, I would spit in his face. I would hate him. I would despise him. I'd say, this is a cruel joke, dude. What kind of dealio is this? I'd be living only for eat, drink, be merry, for tomorrow we die. That's it, man. That's it. That's the person I would be. I don't believe that, though, because I got this much faith, this much, that it all makes sense, that there is an all-powerful, loving, committed God that's going to get the job done here on earth, that the renewal of all things, the end of an age, there's been a long, drawn-out age of the money lovers, the money masters of misery, okay, the thieves, the liars, the cheaters, the sons and daughters of satanic forces, man. That's who they are, the liars, and the father of lies, the devil. That's who they're following, man. Some of them are very unabashed. They're very open and overt about admitting this. Yes, I'm a Satanist. Yes, I'm a Luciferian. It's like their team. They're rooting for that team. That's all true. I'm just going to die, and I don't know what happens after that. None of my business. I probably just won't exist. I mean, they got this laissez-faire attitude about their eternal destiny. They sold their soul for a bowl of rice, for God's sake. And they're trying to convince you and me and everybody else that's a smart, prudent thing to do. And jump on the bandwagon of death and destruction, man. You can't beat us. Join us, dumbass. You're all stuck on this ship of fool. You think you got an opt-out, a waiver? No, you have to spend money too. You got to pay homage to the beast too. Yeah, that's true. We all do. And God knows it. Thank God God knows it. So what happens as a result? We're all money lovers. We're all evil. We're all sinners because of that. Of course we love money. What fool doesn't love money? Thank God God knows. But you can also hate money. And it's not inconsistent. Yeah, it's a schism. It's a departure. But that's the world of tomorrow. You want to get ready? You want to be ready for the world of tomorrow? Be ready to live in a world without any form of money. Because the least itty-bitty tiny turd in the punch bowl, okay, destroys the punch. Believe me, you do not want to drink any punch with the tiniest turd, a drip of poo in there, right? And that's what we would have. That's it, man. You get one person in there, one money lover in heaven, and it's just it's the fly in the ointment. Okay, that's it. It's the turd in the punch bowl. That's why they can't be there. And God cannot be stuck between a rock and